talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around.
This over-complex new design, I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. Whatever's left is always right. I will take back what's finally mine. This is what the same.
These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see him again. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get lit from a little. I know you're terrified about what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way of instinct.
Could we see another Buffalo Bill come off the board here?
Rap till I'm break your neck, gon' bust around. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey, and nobody getting. We on the town.
And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better.
I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
Mine just tend to catch me cases, handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station, you hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blowing down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey.
And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way.
Blowing down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey, ain't nobody game. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it.
It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense?
Lose it. I might lose it.
I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot?
Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got.
Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft.
Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, roll up, roll up. Yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up.
Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. After the draft's complete, check out the draft summary screen. This will give you a rundown of your new squad and an overview of how they all fit together. So there you go. You've wrapped up your first draft. From where I sit, it looks like a pretty good squad. But now it's time to prove it. Take a moment to modify your lineup if you'd like, or if you're ready to roll. All right, now you've reached the lineup screen. It might be time to make a few organizational decisions, so adjust your depth chart if need be.
Give me what you got. Oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, roll up, roll up. Yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, roll up, roll up. Yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up. I wanna sip on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. All the money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. And even if we're broke, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want.
I won't take that train, I won't catch that flight. If you're not on that plane, we ain't taking off tonight. All the money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. Oh, and even if we're broke, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. Right here, right now. I need you right here, right now. Oh, I need you right here, right now. Yeah, I need you right here, right now. Oh, I wanna scream your name, wanna make you smile. Let's be runaways, leave it all behind. Will you take
A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Eagles enter play this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if these pieces are gonna fit together. Their opponents here will be the Miami Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Bobby Rainey now to return it. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led by a former national champion at Alabama. It's A.J. McCarron.
One thing I don't think you ever have to worry about when A.J. McCarron gets an opportunity is confidence and belief in self. He has it in full measure, and he utilizes it very well, carrying it out onto the field and leading his team.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. It's caught, left side, Tammy. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Finding time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. Carry. Here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, McNair. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Play clock winding down. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Moncrief brings it in. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Time running out here on the play clock. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He has Britt over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go.
Now Lynch. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. We're back with more Draft Champions on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The play clock's running down. And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Eagles, they take it.
Put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
Scobie now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at the play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's McCarron. He's got time. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dontari Poe in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Throwing now is McCarron. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And take it right on the 30. Whoosh. He won't go down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles take possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Play clock winding down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A second juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
On 1st and 10, McNair. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun, here's McNair. That's complete, right around the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll run with Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
This is Lynch. Well, now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Scobie's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Scobie now, kick it away after the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field.
Now, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3-and-out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3-and-outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down now after the incompletion. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught left side, Tammy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. And McCarron will try again on 2nd. Oh, battled at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here comes the Dolphins defensive unit now. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, McNair. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Scobie's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Scobie now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Eagles are happy to be in front, and they'll look to play another solid half of football. The Dolphins haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. All right, let's roll those highlights. Dolphins now on 3rd and 8 are going to come away with another sack. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Dolphins fall early in the second. Here we'll get a sack by the big man, Poe. This one ends up as a loss of 6. First and 10. The football is going to be up for grabs here. Eagles would pick it up and score. Lead now goes to 13. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get you back up to Cleveland as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. What a spin. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Tackle made that time by Jasper Brinkley.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now McNair completes it to Moncrief, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, it's McNair looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marshawn Lynch, 56 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because You have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
The first down carry now for Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up, allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that second level and block the linebackers, and now the running backs got some room to roam.
On play action, it's McCarron. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
McCarron now to throw. Completes this one to Cecil Shorts. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, McNair. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Time running out here on the play clock. On the handoff, Lynch. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Stays on his feet, and he's got Moncrief. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. We have played 3 quarters. We will return with more of Draft Champions on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's a give to Lynch. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Philadelphia 1st.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
McNair. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
A carry now for Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles continue to roll. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And the lead is now an even 30. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And McCarron will try again on second. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right, to be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence. Fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time, and that brings up 4th down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's in and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw is McCarron. To the sideline, and, oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Look at the spin.
Balance.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins defense, they get set to go here. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3 and out. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They go with Lynch, right side. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now McNair. And he's got Gresham. There at 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule...
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, so they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
So the fumble recovery, and now McCarron. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And Tammy with it over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Shorts has got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Dolphins have a 1st down. On 1st down, McCarron. He's got time in the pocket. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now here's McCarron again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jacob Tamme from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, McNair. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can.
So that's the process of putting your team together. From here, you can either take a moment to modify your lineup or, heck, head right out onto the field to see how you do.
Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, straight to heaven. Drop the big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. With just a couple of weird until you sit.